Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Thereafter, Her Grace Rupavadi Radha Mataji will be reciting the slokas of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ही डिवाइन के श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ही उल्लेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। ही उल्लेस भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। ही ग्रेस शिक्षा गुरु रूपविलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। The holy name vanquishes the fear of material existence. The material existence of our present status is full of fear. Out of the four problems of material existence, namely the food problem, the shelter problem, the fear problem, and the waiting problem. The fear problem gives us more trouble than others. We are always fearful due to our ignorance of the next problem. The whole material existence is full of problems, and thus fear problem is always prominent. This is due to our association with the illusory energy of the Lord, known as Maya or external energy. Yet all fear is vanished as soon as there is a sound of the Lord, represented by His holy name, as it was sounded by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the following 16 words: Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can take advantage of these sounds and be free from all threatening problems, material existence. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.11.2. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada quote, 17 December. Every one of us is searching after some mellow, some pleasure from everything. Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasures. Rasa Vigraha, fully personified. Wherever there is Krishna, there is a rasa, a transcendental mellow, enjoyment relishable. Surat 17 December 1970. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. Early in 1947, when the new Viceroy, Lord Mountbatten, met with Indian political leaders to plan transfer of power, riots again broke out as the Muslims demanded Pakistan. At the threat of civil war, Congress finally agreed on partition. And on July 18, the Indian Independence Bill passed without dissent. 1 month later, India and Pakistan emerged as independent nations with Jawaharlal Nehru as India's first Prime Minister. Partition tore India, leaving 5 million Sikhs and Hindus in Pakistan and as many Muslims in India. And the Great Migration began. Refugees fleeing from Pakistan to India and from India to Pakistan clashed with each other and even with their own countrymen of opposing faith, and the violence that erupted claimed hundreds of thousands of lives. Srila Prabhupada, our independence movement was started by Mahatma Gandhi ji for uniting all different sections of people. But actually, the result was that instead of being united, India was partitioned. And the partition became so poisonous that formerly there was only sporadic Hindu-Muslim riots in some places, but now there was a organized fighting between Pakistan and Hindustan. So actually, we are not being united, we are being separated. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 16.16. Aneka chitta vibhranta moha jala samavritah parastakta kam bhogeshu patanti narake ashachu. Translation: thus perplexed by various anxieties and bounded by a network of illusion, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.14.10 Ahir iva paya posha posa kashyapyanarth bhrita vena prakrite yeva khalaha sunita garva sama bhavaha. Translation: the sages began to think within themselves because he was born from the womb of Sunita. King Vena is by nature very mischievous. Supporting this mischievous king is exactly like maintaining a snake with milk. Now he has become a source of all difficulties. Hare Krishna. CC Madhya 5.17 कन्यादिते नरिबे हबे सत्या वचना पुनरभि कहे विप्रा करिया यतन. Translation: my dear sir, you will not be able to fulfill your promise. Your promise will be broken. Yet again and again the Brahmana emphasized his promise. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. शिष्य राधराज बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांगिताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेत भक्त वृंद की जय. Padam padam yada vipadam. This is the nature of this material world. Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, Anityam asukham lokam prapyas bhajasvama. This is Anitya and Asukha Loka. Here there are Adi Devika, Adi Bhautik and Adhyatmik. Lord says this is Dukhale Asashvatam. So wherever we go in this world, we will face three types of problem. What we called as Adi Devika, Adi Bhautika and Adhyatmika. And Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. These are always there in this material world. But we are not meant for suffering. We are meant to go back to the spiritual world where all these problems are not there. But the only problem in going there is that a consciousness, a mentality is not suiting to that world. We all want to become CEO. What we want? Controller, enjoyer, and owners. And because of that, uh, we are suffering in this material world. The nature of the spirit soul is that he is Das, Das, Dasanudas. He is a part and parcel of the Lord. But not knowing this natural position to love and serve the Lord is trying to boss the material nature, and he's suffering in this material nature. So as soon as one takes up to the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and he starts chanting the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What happens? Immediately he is freed from the clutches of Maya and saved. So, if we want to get out of fear of this material world, we have to save ourselves by chanting constantly Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. As far as Prabhupada quote is concerned, we have to understand one thing, that everybody is wanting taste, rasa. So, what is that taste? Instead of taste, we are entangled in Rajogun, Tamogun, and Satogun. But the taste, we being the spirit soul, the taste we can get is from the person who is full of rasa. Lord is called as Rasaraj. In this material world, there is a Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun. But in the spiritual world, there is only rasa, rasa, and rasa. So when we take up bhakti, we can taste that rasa and fulfill our internal desire of the ultimate satisfaction of the soul. Yesterday also I told you कि हमारा जो मुहूर्त हुआ इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का वो मुहूर्त ही ठीक नहीं हुआ. जिस दिन मुहूर्त हुआ उस दिन से झगड़े चालू है. Mountbatten, you know, the policies of British was always to divide and rule, and they were successful in that thing. They divided the India in the name of Hindu and Pakistan, and ultimately, uh, here one of the biggest flaw Prabhupada mentions about Gandhiji. Gandhiji, in the name of Ahimsa, Gandhiji, in the name of, you can say, Bhagavad Gita, wanted to unite the entire world. But Prabhupada is saying that instead of uniting, India got broken and India was fighting. There were fighting so much that lakhs and lakhs of people died. So, what went wrong actually? Prabhupada rightly says further that since uh, he was called as a Mahatma, but he was not following the rules of Mahatma, which is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. The rule of Mahatma is Satatam Kirtiyanto Mam Yatantascha Dradvata Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nitya Yukta Upasate. This is what is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. He was not from the Guru Parampara system. He himself was a self-guru, Gandhiji. And that's why whatever he did was on the base of his understanding, not the Shastric understanding. And ultimately that led to chaos instead of united. And we see on the opposite side, Srila Prabhupada was not known, unknown to the world at that time. But he stick to Guru Parampara. He stick to Bhagavad Gita as it is. And he showed to the world, even today, even he's not there, even today, the world is getting united on the basis of Bhagavad Gita. The world is getting united on the basis of bhakti. The world is getting united on the basis of Krishna services. He practically showed that how entire world, whether it is Christians, whether it is Americans, whether it is European, whether it is Chinese, whether it is African, they can be united if properly given the Bhagavad Gita message as it is in the Guru Parampara system. So we see two extreme cases in Prabhupada Leela Amrita. One is Mahatma Gandhi and one is Srila Prabhupada. How Srila Prabhupada, on the basis of the Guru Parampara system, united the entire world, and how Mahatma Gandhi, he didn't come from the Guru Parampara system. He wanted to unite the entire India. But what was the ultimate result? India and Pakistan. And even today, they are fighting. Even today, they are fighting. So, the knowledge should come from the Guru Parampara system and not from what we understand by the self understanding of Bhagavad Gita. As far as Bhagavad Gita is concerned, Aneka Chitta Vibranta, Moha Jala Samavrita, Prasakta Kama Bhogeshu, Patita Narkeshu, Asuchaha. Here, The mentality of this asura is mentioned. Aneka chitta vibhranta. The perplexion, the perplexity and the anxiety is always there. And he is in the network of illusion. He becomes strongly attached to sense gratification and ultimately falls down to hell. नर्क में जाता है. भागवतम. You know, the sages are trying to analyze what went wrong. And they are trying to find out that since Suniti, who belonged to Mrityu Deva,
वो मेरा ब्लूटूथ कहाँ रख दिया, मिल ही नहीं रहा है बेटा, वाइट वाला.
please mute everybody. So they were trying to find out the reason why this person is becoming so asura. So they are trying to find out the root. The root is Suniti. And Suniti is connected with Mrityu Devata. So Mrityu Devata or the asura, that Ansha is there in Vena. That DNA is there in the Vena. And because of that, this is happening. And they are trying to understand that if we try not to stop him and support him, it is like giving the milk to the snake. And that's why we have to find a solution. And this sages will go and try to explain, but the way will try to become more poisonous, and he will do Vaishnava Aparadh, and ultimately he will be cursed and he will die. As far as CC is concerned, the younger Brahmana is now telling to the senior Brahmana that your promise will be broken, Vaishnava Aparadh will happen. And ultimately, the younger Brahman is more concerned about the senior Brahmanas. And to save the senior Brahmana from the Vaishnava Aparadh, he went to Vrindavan. It is not for the wedding he went, because the junior Brahmana had an attitude of service. And it was not for the wedding of his purpose, but the words of the senior Brahmana, if broken, he will face consequences. He will face, punishment from the Lord. And he didn't wanted that. And that's why he went to Vrindavan. And to save the senior Brahmana's word, Lord walked back from Vrindavan to here. And this is not a marriage proposal katha. We have to understand this is how the junior Brahmana is saving the senior Brahmana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.